All right, Monday, December 2nd, we are leaving Knoxville, Tennessee for Tucson, Arizona for the American Weightlifting Open Finals, and then on to Tempe from there. It's gonna be like a 3-day drive. So here we go. Perfect lineup. Off we go. But not first without resetting the mileage. I take the data for the whole trip and then also for each leg because you cannot have enough data. Every stop for gas, we always check the tires, the trailer. This is actually wearing a little bit on the inside of the tire. So that one will probably get replaced before the end of this trip. Looks all right. We checked all the tires, and then we're also going to check the oil and anything else that might look bad. Got to make sure the van's running good. We made it, 10 hours on the road. First night in Texarkana. I have 47 out of 50 days before I go platinum with the Bonvoy Marriott. And so because I'm at that gold status, they upgraded me to this crazy room. First thing you do when you get to a hotel is you want to unplug the clocks because that red light will keep you from sleeping. You want to turn the AC down and you want to look for any other lights that could be peeking out. Oh yeah, you also have to take these blinds. And you don't just want to shut them. You want to like make sure that they close all the way, because you have to curate a perfect sleeping experience. There is one thing though that is really important for me in a hotel room, and that is the shower. As an upgraded hotel room, the fuck is this? Look at this 1970s shower head, and you turn on the water and I mean it literally, the fuck is that? It's barely even coming out of there. This literally takes the room experience from like an 8.5, which is what it was, down to like a 4.5. I'm not even kidding you. This room is now like a 4.5. So one of the hardest things when you're on the road like this, as much as I am, is getting movement in, and it's really hard because I'll have long days on the road. Like this trip I have, yesterday was about 11 and a half hours on the road from Knoxville to Texarkana, which is where I'm at right now, which is a city on the border of Texas and Arkansas. And then today I have about 12 hours. I'm gonna stay just past El Paso, Texas, on my way to Tucson. And when you have these super long days, you do not have the energy at the end of the day to go move your body. But if you don't move your body, like, you just suffer. You suffer a lot. So I woke up early. It is right now 7:19 a.m., which isn't super early, but I'm gonna go and do a Planet Fitness, which is, I found one here, and I'm just gonna get in a run and move my body for about an hour, and then hopefully I can get on the road by about hopefully by like 8:30 to 9 a.m., which will put me into El Paso by about probably between 9:30 and 10 o'clock local time, which isn't too late. But that's what you got to do. You have to move your body, otherwise, like, my mental health just suffers so much when I don't move. So that's what we're doing. Day 2. Stop number 2 on day 2. Look at this. About the only good thing Texas is for. So I was thinking about money. How strange it is. Like, we are taught that I need to convince someone in my life to give me money. That's my job, in a sense. It's my job to convince someone to give me money. Meanwhile, it's their job to convince other people to give them money. And so what I'm doing typically is I'm going to trade my time, trade my time for money, so that way I can use that money to go buy a good, something of value that someone else traded their time for, and then they will receive my money. So the entire process is not about money at all. It's about time. We are taught to make money in our life, but the real commodity is not money, it's time. Because if I'm going to trade my time for money in order to purchase something that someone else traded their time for, the commodity that's being traded is time. The whole thing is very strange. My whole goal is to get other people to give me money, so that way I can trade it for things that other people are also trying to get. The whole thing is so strange to me. Money is a conspiracy, I'm convinced.
Our large subscriber count is, it's like, when I had like 10 million subscribers, I thought, this is fame. Like, this is, you know, like, I would go.
So day 2, I'm done. I drove 12 hours in the state of Texas. From Texarkana all the way down to El Paso. And I'm here at some hotel something in El Paso. Looks nice. I don't know. This state is wild, and I can't believe I just drove 12 hours in a single state. That's crazy, but time for some sleep. Day 3, we are early in the morning. It is 6:35 a.m. and just over the border in New Mexico, and I woke up and checked this. It's gorgeous. There's like mountains in the distance. Didn't even know when I got in last night because it was so dark. But just got a little short 5-hour drive over to the Tucson Convention Center, where we're going to start setting up. So we have arrived here in Tucson at the Convention Center, Tucson Convention Center, and this is the load-in dock. It's kind of a drive-up dock, but we are way over there. So we have found a pallet, one of these extended ones, where I'm going to unload to the pallet and then take it's about probably 300 yards, 300 meters. So it'll probably be like 5 or 6 trips, and then I'll set up a time lapse to see, you guys can see how I set up the booth. It's not always drive up, it's not always glorious, but I have a good feeling about this one. Should be a fun one.
Good opener for Peggy. Let's raise the bar to 56 loaders. Peggy will bring in the on the clock. Let's go to 57 loaders. Changes our athlete order.
So we are at day 3 at the USA Weightlifting Open Finals down here in Tucson, and lost my charger for the battery for this thing. That's why it's been a couple of days, but we are all set up. Katie here is helping. She leaves tonight, but she's been a great help, but it's been long days, 7 a.m. till we're leaving at 7 p.m. But these events, they go till 10 or 11 at night, which is insane. But we got one more day, and then we're heading up to Tempe.
Okay, nice.
Day 3, we done. 7 p.m. Piece of cake day. We're gonna go get some food.
Yes, I hope. I don't know what else we can get.
See you, Danny.
Later.
See you tomorrow.
Yep.
See you, dude.
Hey, Mike. I got a request. Mike.
We
I
we're
have
hungry. It's been a long day.
I have a pickup spot.
This will keep going on for the next couple hours. People are still lifting, but not many people buy stuff much after 7 p.m. So we're just wrapping things up. Gonna go get some food. All right, so we are here for day 4, the last day of the USA weightlifting open finals. It is about 8:10 in the morning. They just started lifting. I usually like to show up before all of the athletes get here. It's something I always have loved to do. There's something special about an athlete showing up and the vendors are ready to roll. As you can see, the other vendors don't get here at all, really. They show up around 10. But I just like to be able to get here early. But we'll be tearing down around noon today, I think. So it should be a good day. Time is 1:42 on Sunday. We are starting the teardown. By ripping down all the walls first. We kind of got bins set up to tear down. People are still lifting. We'll be lifting for a little while longer, but this is the back end of it. There we are, tore down. This is our spot where we were. It is 3:11, so it's about an hour and a half tear down. By myself is actually pretty good, but everything is on pallets right now because we can't take it out yet. So it's on 3 pallets there, here and here. So now we're just gotta wait till 4 when they roll up the door, and then we should be able to load up and we'll be out of here. Well, we're on the day off. This is Monday, following the USA weightlifting open finals in Tucson, and I got a couple of days before I need to be in Tempe, and so I thought I would look up a couple of hikes down here in Tucson. We're just starting one here. This is called the 7 Falls via Bear Creek Trail. Looks like to be 7 miles total, so I brought some water. As 7 miles in the desert probably isn't a heartbreak, but it can get a bit dry for people that are not used to it like myself. So should be good. A good probably 3-hour hike on my day off, and then I'm heading up to check in and then get situated up in Tempe. So this should be fun. Gorgeous views. That's cool. That's really neat. Hiking the trail with new friend Anthony.
Yeah.
Met on the trail. It's pretty cool. So I was talking to this guy, and he was like, dude, you work so hard. I was like, yeah. And he's like, I feel like you go nonstop. I was like, yeah, pretty much. I'm every second of the day I'm building this thing that I'm doing. And he's like, well, what's the goal? Like, what's your goal? And I was like, well, what do you mean? He's like, well, you're working hard. Like, what's your 6-month goal or your 2-year goal? And I realized, I'm like, I have found that if there is an X, like I work so hard that whatever X, that I get fixated on the goal itself, and I lose the purpose of the work. And the purpose of the work is to work. Like, my goal is hard work. That's my goal. And it's kind of counterintuitive, but the whole purpose is hard work. My goal is hard work because it's the person I'm becoming in the process. That's what's exciting to me. I'm not interested in you know, $2 million in sales next year. Because what if I hit that 2 million, then I have to glide for a moment. I put my foot on the clutch and I reduce the speed of what I'm doing. I have no goal because my goal is hard work. My goal is the person I'm becoming in the process of all of this. And that's, I just hiked to Seven Falls Canyon here in Tucson, Arizona. Maybe it's the Seven Falls Trail. And I got there. I actually met a guy named Anthony, and we hiked most of the trail out. And he gets there and he like unpacks his pack and sits down, and I literally get there and I like turn around and I start leaving. And he's like, are you gonna stay a bit? I'm like, no. I was like, my goal is not the destination. My goal of the hike is to hike. My goal is the person I'm becoming in the process, the strength that I am gaining in the hike. My goal of this thing that I'm creating with these businesses is the person I'm becoming in the process. That is my goal. So I was able to get a workout in tonight at CrossFit Magna, drove back, took a shower, and they actually want to have me there tomorrow for a pop-up shop. So I'm actually going to be popped up at CrossFit Magna from the 5:30 a.m. class all the way through the 6:30 p.m. class. And I don't want to drag my whole trailer because it's just going to be the stand and a few racks and some apparel. So I'm actually going to get the racks out of there and put them in my van. It's currently about 7:30 p.m. And so I'm going to do this real fast. I was able to get like a carton of cottage cheese, and that's what I'm going to eat tonight for dinner. And then get to bed so I can get up early tomorrow morning. So I'm finishing up a day at CrossFit Magna, set up early. We're just tearing down now. This is the gym. It's pretty cool. What's up, Katie?
That was actually so bad.
Always hungry, baby. Always hungry.
And it was a pretty decent event. Did have 2 bins. They were empty, waiting outside. Outside that door over there. They were just chilling there, and somebody took them. So lost 2 bins. They were empty, but I lost them. And I also lost a small bin and maybe had 10 or 15 pair of socks. But you know, that's part of the process. But all in all, it was a great day here, and gonna go and set up early tomorrow morning. Starting to set up for the event, Legends, this weekend. All right, it is about 9:05 p.m. Tuesday night. We are done at Magna. I went out to dinner with a couple of friends, and back at the hotel, I'm probably gonna eat a snack because I didn't eat much at dinner, but it's okay. And I'm actually gonna try to get a long night's sleep tonight. It's so dry here in Arizona compared to Tennessee that I don't sleep well. My lips are super dry, my eyes get dry, so I try to drink enough water, but I know I don't. So hopefully get a really long night's sleep, and I'll probably head in tomorrow around 7 a.m. Over at ASU, where we're setting up for Legends. I want to get an early start, get there before everybody else, and set up, hopefully be done by noon or 1, and then head over to CrossFit Magna for the 4:30 p.m. class to get a good workout in for the evening. And then I have no plans. There's a possibility I might go out with some of the guys from Legends for dinner, but as of right now, it looks like to be just a night where I can get some work done, which will be nice. But that is all that I have going on tonight, so hopefully we'll get some sleep. All right, it's 8:15 in the morning on December 11th, and we are here at ASU, the fitness center of ASU, and we are setting up for Legends competition. This is the last event of the year, and I'm glad to be getting home, but this is kind of like the corridor going to be leading. I was here 5 weeks ago for Desert City, and I was actually set up in this area right here. This time I'm actually going to be set up over here. This is where the setup's going to be. It's really conducive. This is where the athletes go up for the athlete village that's up there. And the actual event itself is through this little hallway here into this. The actual like gymnasium part. They're setting up the floor right now, as you can see. Big First Form Legends sign, and there's a second floor that's over there. It's way over there. There's the second floor. That's the first floor, and this is where some vendors are going to be set up. They also have some vendors out here, and they have a pool, and they'll do a swim event as well. So Legends is pretty cool. 8:15. Hopefully, I'll be set up by like 11 to noon, and I'm able to take today and get some work done, and then actually head over to CrossFit Magna for a workout this afternoon, which I'm excited about. So here's the setup now. We got the Legends down there. There's the main floor. It looks like this is Boulder Athlete, which is Jason Grubb. It's pretty cool. It's a big old setup. And it looks like we have LRXs here. That's Ryan Husband. And we have Grit here. Also Eye Armor. They're pretty cool. They got some cool bags and stuff. There's a bunch of others, people like Tears down there, but there's a bunch of other vendors. They're just not here yet, I guess. This is First Form here. They got the big setup, although their setup is not very big. It's just a few things. Got Hercules here. Their media and some cool apparel. And we got Destin here setting up for Stream Fit. And whoever this guy is, nobody really knows, but
Slowly worker.
yeah. And here's me over here in the corner. Literally my favorite people are Smart Gear, Keish.
Small start.
We rolling day one. And we literally got my favorite peeps out here.
Hello,
What's up? Ted and Tierra, Asian Flavor Punch, best in the biz, not even close. So last night I was parking the trailer right here, and you can see I'm backing it up to this little thing, and I went, once I got it in place, I put it in park, or at least I thought I did, and it was in reverse, and the whole thing was slammed into this wall. So I haven't had time. I was worried about, let's see, I think we're okay. It looks like it actually chipped some of the brick down there, but I don't think, I was worried about the lights more than anything else, but the lights look good. I think we're okay, although the bumper on that van got a little roughed up a little bit, but it's okay. Just gives a little bit of character.
Where were they?
We got this guy, best in the biz right here.
Yes, sir.
Regen. Look at this monster. Jeez. What's the set at?
46.
40. That's not
Right here.
even that cold.
There you go. See, that's what you need right there.
Look at that.
Put your hand in that. Feel that, dude. That's like a rocket.
That's crazy. This is the, I think this is the one I got, yeah? Yeah, this is the one I got.
Yeah, I don't know what size you got, but yeah, this is the model.
So we're here on day 2, Friday setup. Here is, what's up? Fairly slow this weekend. What's up, my dude? But I'm stoked to have like our smart units to us there, like right there. But what this does allow me to do, and what my most of the morning has been comprised of, is honestly just like getting work done. Like I eat cottage cheese and just get work done the whole time. And so I've been sitting here most of the morning just getting work done. And that's sometimes the way it goes, you know. Not so busy for the event, so it gives me the opportunity to prep for the next few events, get stuff reordered, new designs and all the stuff. So that's what we're doing today. So we're live streaming here, and we hear that someone can do a backflip. I think is it Quiche? Let's go.
No.
Backflip. Here we go. Here we go. They're live streaming. There's 700 people watching right now. Let's go.
Ready?
That was actually really good. That was good. Okay. Suck it up. What you gonna do, Kate? You gonna one up
I
it?
got nothing for you. Girls are gonna be right behind the man.
That's wildly disappointing. What you got?
No, I got.
Backflip?
I don't got a
Back tuck? Back handspring?
We'll backflip. Let's go over to the ThiccBoi, where there's nice carpet that I can practice. There you go.
We're gonna do the backflip. Here we go. Look at that form. Hell yeah. Here we go. No, sorry. It's still rolling. So here we are, day 3, Saturday morning. It's currently about 11:30 in the morning, and it's pretty bad. It's been real slow. It's been slow this weekend, slow today. There's a lot of reasons for that, but I think it's more or less just because there's not as many athletes here this weekend, and also because these are similar to the athletes. These are probably the same athletes that were at the Masters Games, and that was just a few months ago, and that we were there as well. So all in all, it's been an okay weekend. It'll probably turn out all right. But in the meantime, I spend a lot of my time doing stuff like this, like thinking about new booth designs and what they're going to look like. And that's really been the source of my time, that and sending emails and coming up with new ideas and proposals and shirt designs. And it's been a lot of the time that I've spent here. So I try to utilize this time that I have. I don't just want to sit around and play on my phone. This time is valuable, so I try to use it the best I can. All right, so here we got last day of the event. It is about 11:09 a.m. And this is the last day of the last event of the year. So I actually went through and unloaded a ton of apparel that we are no longer going to be running. And so I created these bins. And they're all $12 each for all of the clearance stuff, and people are kind of going nuts last day for sales and stuff, but that gives us room for new stuff in the future. Gonna be tearing down in the next hour and then hitting the road this afternoon, making my way up to Albuquerque for the night, and then hopefully I'll be able to be home by Tuesday. It's about 2:18, just about tore down. Hopefully be out of here in maybe about 25 minutes, hopefully. Alright, so I'm about 37 miles into my trip back, and this is the current view. It's the deserts northeast of Phoenix. I don't have much service or cell service out here. These are pretty. This is heading up to the plateau. So we're going constantly uphill, not getting great gas mileage, but we should be back about Tuesday. Should get about 6 hours done tonight, 10 to 11 hours tomorrow, and then we'll be back on Tuesday. So it's day 2 of my drive from Phoenix back home to Knoxville. All right, so we are in day 2. This is, I I think the camera was too cold, the battery was bad. We are in the middle of New Mexico right now, chugging along. Got a very long day today, about 12 hours, but that's going to make it really easy tomorrow to get to arrive at a more realistic time back to Knoxville, so that way I'm not arriving at like, you know, 10 or 11 p.m. Hopefully I'll only have like a 9-hour day tomorrow, which isn't too bad. But this is it. This is the last event of the year. We got some fundraising stuff coming up that I'm excited about down in Florida. But besides that, this is the last drive of the year. We have arrived at the Fairfield Inn. It's about, I think, like 11 p.m. local time, and right outside of Little Rock, Arkansas. I was able to get a good workout in this morning, which is always feels really good, but it ended up being about a 13-hour day, which is long in the vehicle, but honestly feeling pretty good. We're just gonna get hopefully a good night's sleep and then finish up tomorrow. I think it's probably 9 hours tomorrow, unsure really, but 9 hours and then I'll be home, and that's gonna feel really good. It's been a bit. So we are back home from the long trip, and the analytics from the trip I wanted to show real quick. Got home last night and I actually decided to take a night and chill, which is something that I do not normally do. But the event from the Tucson USA Weightlifting Open Finals was very successful. I don't know if you can see that. It was $18,193 is what we grossed that weekend, which is super good. For a weightlifting event, that's incredible. Did not expect to make that in any capacity. And then the Legends Championship, not as lucrative, but still really, really good. Ended up right at about, it says here, $6,434 is what we grossed that weekend. So all in all, between the two weekends, like a $25,000 2-week spread, which is super great. That's just our in-person sales. So that was super fun, super great. I am here back home, literally setting up opening packages, and I'm literally right back to work. We are getting ready for all of the like, these are some joggers that we're going to be sending out. Those are them right there to the Rochester Mustangs up in Minnesota, and also HXF. These are those, which is the Havasu CrossFit Gym out in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. My good friends, Brian, Amy, and Marley, Francis, they're awesome. Those are going out to them. So that is the end of the 2-week stretch, and we'll see you guys in the next one.